Hey, good morning, folks. I want to talk to you about the Netflix series that I just watched called Boots. And the series was very interesting because it centered on the experiences of some young recruits in the Marines circa 1990, which was around the time I joined the military. I think I joined a couple of years after that. But although I wasn't in the Marines, the experiences were very similar to that of those who were in the Army. So I was pulled in, I was captivated by the series itself. And one of the central focal themes was this recruit who happened to be homosexual. And back then, for those of you who don't know it, it was actually not allowed for you to be openly gay or homosexual in the military. You could actually get kicked out for that. Now, we all knew when we were in the military that there were people or guys who were gay. And, being Gen X, that was still a taboo topic for us, but we really didn't care if you were gay or not. It was, can you do your job? That was mostly what we were focused on. We didn't necessarily discriminate against people because they were gay. Now, growing up in the 80s and 90s, the climate was different and we talked differently back then. Not making an excuse or anything, but we did talk differently back then. And let me tell you, a lot of guys who were gay, hey, they could play the dozens with the best of them and could really, really hurt your feelings. So anyway, just want to get back to the topic. It really bothered me that people made such a big deal of whether or not you were gay or straight and didn't really focus on your qualifications. One character who was hiding his sexuality actually was a special forces person. I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to give it away for those who haven't seen it yet. I know in today's climate, we're trying to go back to that military. And I really think that we are regressing. Look, I'm not condoning homosexuality one way or the other. I do have my religious beliefs when it comes to that. But what I am saying is this: your sexual orientation should have nothing to do with how you perform your job or whether or not you can perform your job. Folks, this is nothing new. If you go all the way back to the Roman times, I'm sure there were Roman soldiers. As a matter of fact, we know in Rome that there were homosexuals in the military, and it was actually condoned or considered normal back then. Just want to know your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts about where the military is going and how you think this will impact our readiness, how this will impact the morale of the troops? And does it really matter whether or not you're gay or straight in the military? Should that be a focus? Or should we really focus on how well you could do your job? Because I can tell you right now, there are a lot of people that were a lot of things in the military. There were a lot of racists in the military. There are a lot of sadists in the military. There were people who practiced witchcraft in the military. I mean, there was all sorts of things in the military, just like in society. The military is really a microcosm of society, but we don't have this test or place this burden or this test on anyone else. So why then should this be a factor when it comes to the military? So that's my question. Are you interested to hear your thoughts, regardless of your religious stance or beliefs? Just want to hear your feedback, because my opinion is it shouldn't matter. All right, you all take care. Be blessed, man. Love you.